Chia Pets. You can collect them all.
Welcome home, Red Pack Marcus here, and welcome to Comfort Cartoons. Today, we are going to be doing something extremely fun, something I have never done before, and it's quite nostalgic for many people, and that is making a Chia Spongebob pet right here today. But with that, I also picked up every single item that I could find on Amazon. They have this like Amazon Day deal going on where like if you pick something up and you use Amazon Day shipping, they give you like a digital rebate towards books or movies, and I was like, yeah, I was gonna buy this stuff anyway, so that'll give me a perfect reason to buy the SpongeBob movie digitally. So all of this is some of the newest stuff for SpongeBob that is available on the Amazon website. I can't wait to hop into this and see some of the new items we finally get to add to the collection. Let's go ahead and take a look. So there's a lot of freaking awesome stuff in here. We have some books, we have some toys, we also have some DVDs. Amazon takes a while to like restock SpongeBob stuff, like new stuff I would say. So I do this every now and then and just pick up whatever new stuff they've been dropping. But the first thing I gotta start with is this, the Spongebob Chia Pet. So many of you guys have been seeing this in Walmart and have been tagging me in it. I never saw it in my Walmart, so I decided I was gonna look online, and recently it came up on Amazon. So this is the new version of the Chia Pet, but believe it or not, there's always been a Spongebob Chia Pet. Here's the vintage one here. They also had a Scooby-Doo one too, I think. And a Shrek one? Did they have a Shrek one? I feel like I could just name anything. It probably had a freaking, like, Chia Pet. But I didn't want to use my vintage SpongeBob Chia Pet, because I actually do that I actually have that in the collection. Sorry, I don't know my voice is doing this. This is a 2 a.m. recording session, so you know how that typically goes, okay? Bear with me. I didn't want to use my vintage one. I also figured that the chia seeds would not still be viable, but wow, I cannot believe it. I used to see those commercials all the time as a kid, but now finally getting to make my own SpongeBob Chia Pet, I am pumped. To be honest, this is a lot smaller than I expected it to be, but the box is about the same size as like the vintage Chia Pet, actually a little bigger. So all this time, like that Scooby-Doo Chia Pet, in the commercial, they look like they're these busts, you know, like these big massive sculptures that happen to also have chia plant on it. This thing is about the size of a can of soda. Is it supposed to have this hole on the top? But honestly, the sculpt of this one is really cute. I mean, it doesn't look like classic SpongeBob. It's kind of like a more Hawaii SpongeBob, I guess you could say. But let's go ahead and see the instructions here. I have never done this before, like I said, so, oh man, this thing takes so much more work. I thought it was just like, you just spread it on there and then boom, it grows. But step 1, submerge chia plant in water and soak for 30 minutes.
Hate exerting energy.
Okay, so I am back. I had a bowl, but I don't know what happened to my bowl. I'm lucky that I did have at least, at the bare minimum, this pot to put in. So let's go ahead and put the frickin' sponge inside of there. He's drowning. There's like bubbles coming out of the little hole in his top there. Okay, he is soaking. I mean, his feet are kind of like hanging out there. You might be able to see a little bit, but you know, I don't think that matters. I think mostly they just want you to merge at the top of his head where the seeds are going. And then I have my little SpongeBob bowl here that we are going to use. It says, wait 30 minutes, add 2 teaspoons of chia seeds into the bowl. And I don't have a freaking teaspoon. I have like this one that's a 1/4 of a teaspoon, and this ring here. At some point there was more on this, but I don't know where they are. I'm just like dude in my house. Like, you think I'd have these things just around? I don't cook nothing, man. This is ridiculous. I have to do 8 of these little ones because it's 1/4 of a teaspoon. We need 2 teaspoons, so 8 of this. 1, 2. Okay, I'm done. There's still actually some chia seeds left in here though. Am I not supposed to use all of it? Okay, and then we're gonna take some water out of this. So it says 2 tablespoons, and I have a teaspoon. And I asked Google, and it said 3 teaspoons are in a tablespoon. So it means I have to do this 12 times. Well, it's actually 24 times to make it the amount of water I need for this to work. And 1, and 2, 3. All right, Brian, we're gonna cut it a little bit. Okay, I've got 3. I got 21 more to go. Okay, so then we mix the seeds together. Oh wait, no, it says don't mix. Don't stir. I definitely didn't just do that a little bit. Wait 5 minutes, then stir the seed mixture until it's like a jam-like consistency. Really want to mix it for some reason. It's kind of hard for me to resist it. If more seeds are needed, add more seeds to the water mixture. Okay, so that's what the excess seeds are for. All right, so SpongeBob, you're gonna sit there and we are gonna check out the rest of this box, and hopefully by that time we go through all this stuff, Chia SpongeBob will be ready to go. And then we can put the chia seeds on his freaking head. And then I am gonna put the Chia Pet somewhere back here to where you guys can see it, and hopefully you can see it develop, you know, into a fully grown Chia SpongeBob Pet. We also don't have any sunlight in here, so I don't know how it's gonna work, but hopefully. Okay, so our first item out here, and that is this, the best 300 episodes ever. And I do technically have some of these already. I have this one, and I have this one. Actually, I have all three of these. But I'm gonna probably sell those ones on Whatnot, because except for the last one, because I have the 25th anniversary edition, so I'll probably sell these two on Whatnot, because I was not gonna get it because I already had the three, but the packaging on this one looks so sick, so I had to get it. I had to. Listen here, I had no choice, okay? So I picked it up. So it has the first 100 episodes, which is a lot of people's favorites. The next 100 episodes for those people that are into the mid-realm stuff. And then another 100 episodes, which is all the way up until season 14, which is perfect because they are on season 15. Well, they're on season 16 right now, but season 15 is coming out on DVD, I think in October. So this would get you every season. You don't have to go and collect every single DVD like I have. I've been collecting the vintage ones, the modern releases, all that stuff. But for the common person who isn't insane, yes, this is a medical condition, but you could just get this and that would give you everything. So I know I could keep this one sealed in the collection, but I just personally want to open this one up. This is gonna be kind of like my go-to copy for the 100 episodes. And let's be honest, when they get to like season 20, I'm sure we're gonna get a best 400 episodes, and I'm gonna have to replace this. But for now, we will enjoy being semi-up to date. And you might think like, oh, well, Marcus has collected all the original releases all the way up until season 13. But now that he has this, maybe he doesn't need season 14. That's where you'd be wrong. Season 14. So I also got season 14. Again, I've been trying to collect every single season of the SpongeBob with the earliest releases possible, being like the first print or first wave of those DVDs. And for the newer DVD releases, the best thing you can get to that is the slipcover copy. So it comes with the slipcover when it first comes out, and then after that, maybe a few months down the line, you'll start seeing it in just this case here. So that's what kind of gives it that distinction. The only seasons that don't have that slipcover that I have ever seen before, and I'm still on the hunt if that can exist, is season 7 and I think season 8. Season 8 has one that's like, well, it's complicated, okay? This is way too long, okay? But season 7 and season 8. So besides those two, we have every earliest version possible, and we do have those that the slipcover variants don't exist. So I wanted to get this one to continue our collection, despite the fact that it's already on this. I could not just let that clean line from season 1 all the way to season 14 be cut off. How you doing, Chia Pet SpongeBob? I feel like he's talking, but he just can't. He's underwater. Let's see this. I think that was 5 minutes. Can we start mixing this stuff? It is getting kind of pasty. Look at this. It looks freaking like so weird. Like, you know, like when the Red Cross goes to like other countries and they're like, yeah, we brought food with us to help the locals in like this impoverished country. Like, this is the food they show you. Like, it's like, what the frick is this? It's so gross looking. You only have something better. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm grateful. This just seems almost inhumane. This is really rough. Let's give it some more time. I might need to add more seeds in there. Okay, next up, another try at this. I still have not got the chase. I have opened up only 2 of them. I won't complain too much. It's supposed to be a 1 out of 6. I am still trying to get the Krusty Krab SpongeBob chase here. I've gotten this one twice. Let's see, this time, did we get the SpongeBob Rewind chase from Funko? So let's take a look here. Wish me luck, okay? Take a little moment there. Pray to Neptune. Say a little wish to Mindy, Neptune, Trident, even Poseidon. And hopefully we get the chase here. Are you ready for this? Ryan, give me some breakdown music. We have a low budget and this is music that's not copyrighted. Oh, that was a lot of build up for nothing. I actually feel like I didn't get this card with all the other ones, to be honest. I don't know. This is like did I get the card in the other ones that I opened? I feel like I didn't, honestly. That's really cool though. But it is not the chase. So it said 1 out of 6, so we'll give it 3 more attempts and maybe we'll find it. But they're going to be spread out throughout the history of this channel. I don't want to look at you. Okay, also from Funko, I also picked up, I also ordered this, the Spongebob and Pineapple House. This is the itty bitty Pop Towns, and this is based off of the actual Funko Pop. It kind of reminds me of real miniature replica Dutchman treasure. This is the miniature version of the other Funko Pop, which we'll put on screen here. It comes with this little SpongeBob's house here, and also a mini Funko Pop of SpongeBob. Like I said, so far I have, well, by the end of this video, I will have every single SpongeBob Funko Pop that has ever come out, and this would be part of it. So, you know, I grabbed it. Honestly, if I could replace my whole collection with like smaller versions like this, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be that mad at all, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, he's a small guy. Does it come out of the case? What if like the other one we have, like TMNT, came out of this little case here? Yeah, it does. So then you get to see the little mini version of him. Do I have this guy right back here? I feel like I do. Yeah, I actually do have him in the background here. So boom, you get to see, I'm gonna bring this guy far enough to where he's as small as this one, and this guy close enough to where he's as big as that one. Look, now we have 2 equally sized ones. Perception. Look, now it's SpongeBob with Gary on his head, with SpongeBob with Gary on his head. Really, honestly, the only thing I got this for was this little mini pineapple. I love collecting the little pineapples, and I can put like a little Gary figure coming out of this. No, my plan doesn't work. I have so many Garys, but the smallest one I have is this one, and he just looks freaking monstrously sized coming out of it. All right, let's check on our chia seeds here. Have they thickened up? Oh yeah, this is really thick now. Ugh, look at how gross that is. It looks like some kind of alien, like, leakage of some kind. Or if you look at it really closely, it kind of looks like one of those rock lawns that people have. Like, you know, they have like a lot of money and they're like, oh man, I'm so tired of like the grass, I'm gonna cut the grass, and you know, I'm just gonna rocks. They just have rocks in their front yard. That's kind of what it looks like miniature versions of that. SpongeBob doing good. I think it's almost been 30 minutes. I think we have like 5 more minutes as a recording right now, and I think we should be able to check it out. But next up here, you know how this goes, the SpongeBob Tech Deck box set. So they released 4 SpongeBob Tech Decks. These ones here on screen. I collected all 4 of those. It took me a while to get all 4 of them. There was like one I was missing for a while, but of course, you know, they were like, okay, how can we get them to buy this box set too? So they put new SpongeBob fingerboards in this set. So that pink one right there, I know for sure is an actual board because we actually own the prototype of that board in the collection. That one was in the set. And then the one down there, the black one and the striped one, I don't know if those actually existed in real size boards. The blue one and the hand one is in the set and is also a real board, and the blue one I think might be, but I know the Santa Cruz one with the flowers and the one with the stripes I think were just made for this. But nonetheless, you know, I love fingerboarding. It's one of my favorite little like fidget things to do, and then 2, it's SpongeBob. So there's like 2 things I love coming together, so I'm collecting all the ones that come out. And also, this is the pineapple era box, as you can see here, but I've never quite seen them do this where they cut out the like face of Squidward's freaking tiki Easter Island head, and then also same thing for SpongeBob. It's got his little window there. Nice little touch. And this is actually way more affordable than getting the individual boards. Individual boards are like, well, I don't know what they were at the store. I had to pick up most of mine online, and they go for like $6 to like $12. This whole box set was $12 on Amazon. So, you know, pretty sweet. And you get 2 of the best boards that are in that set. Okay, next up here, we also have something awesome, and that is a new Spongebob book. This is the hardcover mystery series that is by David Lumen. He worked on so many Spongebob books throughout time. Ryan, David Lumen books. Yeah, there's like a million things on this Google search. He's done so many SpongeBob books, so it's so cool to see him really kind of get like, I wouldn't say like a serious book, but like a more fleshed out and like deeper SpongeBob story to work on. And I already read the first book, Case of the Missing Starfish. I read it a while back, and I know they're already on issue number 3 of this series, maybe even 4 by now, but I had not got this one, Ooze in the Ocean. And you got the Alaskan bullworm here that's going to appear in it. And on the back here, I can see the Dutchman ship, so I am very interested where this novel is gonna go. And yes, it is a true novel, having no real, actually this one has more pictures than the first one did. The first one didn't have any pictures, I want to say, or very little. So this series has not very many pictures at all throughout. It is a true novel. It's all made up in your head. The images and what they are going through is depicted in your head. And if you're a big fan of the show, you could probably lay it out pretty well mentally. All right, I just want to read a random sentence in the middle of the book here. Let's see, or like a little paragraph. The Flying Dutchman sighed. True, true. If I let ye go, what's in it for me? Well, clear your name if the alibi's tight, SpongeBob offered. Nobody will accuse you of getting up to no good behind the Shady Shoals rest home. Dutchman shrugged and scoffed. Who cares? I don't mind that everyone thinks I'm a criminal. I am a criminal. And I'm proud of it. So I'm excited to read it. But yeah, this is a series. You guys can go check it out. The first book is really good and it's super cheap on Amazon. Oh yeah, this thing is starting to look pretty pasty. Okay, and like I said, I almost have every single SpongeBob Funko Pop that has been released. The one that I was missing is this one here, and that is the alright, I'm about to head out SpongeBob Pop. So just being honest with this guy, kind of like with the mini Funko Pop, I'm getting them because I want to have a complete set of the SpongeBob Funko Pop, but at the same time, this is a 6-inch Funko Pop. Do you know how many sit characters they could have done in a box this size? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14 SpongeBob Funko Pops so far, not including like 15, talk mini one, 15, 16 Funko Pops for SpongeBob. We could have gotten the Dutchman in here. We could have gotten Larry. We could have gotten Pearl. We could have gotten Mech Suit Plankton. There's so many sick things they could have done with this box size, but yet we get another SpongeBob, which, like, I love SpongeBob, don't get me wrong. For the Funko aspect of it, it kind of feels like a little bit just, I don't know, like just change, just do something different. And not to mention, this has already been done several times. I believe there's a Pop Mart version of it, and there's also this one from U2's. Not to mention, like t-shirts, freaking notebooks, like so many things have had that meme on it. It's a great meme, but I don't need another figure of it. But now I do because you made a Funko Pop of it, and now I kind of need to get it because I have all the other ones. And that's kind of my thing with Funko all the time, is it just never ends. You're chasing the wind, but unlike with collecting other things, the wind is just the same wind over and over and over again. But nonetheless, the pop looks pretty good. I do love the outline on his remote there. The chair doesn't even really look that accurate either. Like, look at how long the top part of the chair is comparatively to the actual cushion. Like the small section where SpongeBob sits down, that is way longer than it should be. I will say that I do like the glossy aspect of it that makes it look like an actual life raft. His chair really is the life raft kind of connected to a little buoy there. So that like glossy plasticky color does kind of give that vibe more than other iterations of it does, and the remote looks really good in his hand too. But I'm gonna go ahead and rank this guy. I don't know, it's a good one, but it's a hard comparison because obviously one is more expensive. But if I had to pick one, I think I would still pick the U2's variant of this over the Funko Pop. What do you guys think? The U2's version, more accurate chair, not as glossy, but you have like SpongeBob's face kind of looking more like SpongeBob's face. The orifices, like the holes in SpongeBob, look a little cleaner. Or would you pick the Funko one? Because I mean, it didn't look bad either. You guys let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna give this one a 7. I feel like I'm being kind of generous. Had I not had so many other SpongeBob Pops, if this was like the first one, the only one they ever made, I'd probably be giving it a 10. But because they've done so many other ones, and I feel like they are just wasting opportunities on doing other characters, that's why I'm giving it a 7. Alright, so the Chia Pet SpongeBob, it has to be ready at this point. I have had it in there for 30 minutes, so let me get the instructions back out. I don't think I can go wrong here at this point, but hopefully not. Okay, so it says grab this drip pan here and put that in the bottom. Empty the water out of the Chia Pet. Absorbent was he. There's like more water than could be in there. Okay, so empty it out. Let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes. Dang. All right, so give this 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, I think we've waited long enough, so we're just gonna spread this stuff right atop SpongeBob's freaking flat top there. His Minecraft flat top. I'm gonna put the weird seed stuff. I feel like maybe I'm putting too much. Like, is it supposed to be like such a thick glop on there? All right, so I got like a little thin coating on there. I think I'm just gonna double down a little bit. Maybe I'm gonna suffocate the bottom seeds. I don't know. But I don't want to be, you know, have his hair be thin. You know, I want him to be a full, luscious haired Bob. All right, so there we go. I'm gonna add a little more though. It's like, do I add the whole bowl? Because I have like this much left. Maybe that's for like the Bob Ross one, for like a really full-headed Chia Pet. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the Chia Pet SpongeBob like right over here, like when I film. I'm gonna try to keep it like close enough to where you guys can see it. Maybe I'll have to get like a little stand here or something that is just for the time that this Chia Pet is around. But I want to see if we can get some actual growth on this, and you guys can check in on the videos, and maybe every video you'll see it a little more, and you know, see some growth. But that's where he's gonna stay. Maybe he'll go to this side, maybe he'll go over here, but I'm gonna try to keep him invisible at least at one point in every single video. Chia Pet SpongeBob. Oh, all this seeds just spilled into the box. That's not good. The Chia Pet, the rating is still to be determined because I don't know. I've never done this before, so seeing how the Chia Pet comes out, I will give it a review later on. But visually, the SpongeBob sculpture itself is fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a 10 out of 10. I do wish it was a little bigger because the commercial makes it seem so big, but you know, that's just my lack of knowledge on it. But on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. If you guys want to support the show further, it helps immensely. You can check out my Whatnot stream, and you also can become a member right here on YouTube or a member of my Patreon. When you sign up for the YouTube membership, you get videos that you cannot see anywhere else, and we have a big video coming up that I know you guys are going to love that is going to be a members only video. And if you're a part of our Patreon, you also get extended versions of every single video that I uploaded, early release, and they are 100% ad free. And you can sign up for as little as $2 a month, guys. So go check that out. It helps keeping this show together as a community. It may be $2, but that adds up so much in helping keep this show going. So thank you so much to all the Patreons and YouTube members already. Appreciate you guys so much. And you can also go check out my Whatnot stream where I'm live every single Wednesday and Friday. We have a whole lot of fun, and we do auctions and giveaways every single stream, so we'd love for you to come hang out there. All that helps me keep sailing over these bikini bottom seas so we can continue to make videos for years to come. But before we go anywhere, you know the drill. Scan it! Alright guys, so that is it. Like I said, Patreon, Whatnot, all that information's down below. YouTube memberships, you know, all the good stuff down there. And you can also check out this video on your screen right here that I know you're gonna love. It's my last Amazon haul that I did, or some other SpongeBob collecting related video. Go check that out. I'll see you guys in that video. And as always, I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Adios and bloop!